Hey guys, it's Panda again. I'm not for sure how well you'll be able to hear me once I sit down to do the unboxing, so I'm just going to go over everything real quick. I have had these products for quite a while now. I've been saving them up to do an unboxing with, and I know this is not anywhere near the quality I want it to be at, because I have a lot of crap going on right now, physically, mentally, financially, and my cats will not stop bugging me to death. Hold on. Garfield, stop touching the fan. Is that better? Is that better? Okay, I'm just gonna leave that in because this is the third time I'm starting. But anyway, it's been really hot here and I don't have AC, so I've got fans blowing everywhere and the cats are going crazy trying to sit in the window. And my table is set up right next to the window to do this unboxing with, and I just want to get them done as quickly as possible. Now that I have it set up, I just got done unboxing something else that I am going to be posting about, possibly not. I'm not for sure yet. If I decide to keep it, I'll upload the video. If not, I'll just do a new one when I get the replacement. But anyway, for this, I saw a music player a few years ago that was advertised as a cyberpunk HiFi MP3 player DAC, and I got that one when it was on pre-order, so I could get it for really like $100 off or something. And then shortly after I got that, about 6 months later, they came out with a special edition, of course, which was purple and green and had an Evangelion theme, which before I saw that product, I did not care about Evangelion or most anime shows. I was into anime artwork, like Japanese artwork. As you know, I've been doing that for a while with collecting doujinshis and art books, and now I'm collecting basically the physical, like, in-person version as figures. Figures based on Japanese artwork that I like, so I'm into that now, but I've had this stuff for a while, and I've been saving up each thing that I have here to do all at once. So this is the music player. I sold the one I had, which was the orange and silver cyberpunk themed music player. I sold that one so that I could get this one. When I got this one, I think it was $320. I'm not for sure what they're going for now, but I also don't know if I'm going to keep it. It depends on if I use it or not, because I didn't use the last one very much, so I may be, if I have to, I may be reselling this. As you possibly might know if you watch any of my other videos, I do have to resell shit a lot because I can't keep, like, going on my hobbies that I'm into now without having to sell things that I've had in previous, like, hobbies or purchases. So it depends on if I'm going to actually use it or not, but either way, I also found these headphones, and I think these are the other this is the other headphones, and this is the charger. This is like a charging bank type thing. All three of these items I got, and these actually, I got on AliExpress or Temu. And I was really excited to get them because especially the charger, that goes very well with the music player. They're all Evangelion themed, if you can't tell, they're all supposed to be Evangelion themed. And this charger looks really cool, and it's an official brand one that came from the official brand store. It's like not on Knockoff or anything. I got it for half the regular price on, I think, Temu. And I actually got two of them because I never got the first one I ordered, and it was like 3 months later they finally refunded me, and I just ordered another one, and then they both came at the same time. So now I have two of them. I also have these two pairs of headphones that I got on Temu or AliExpress. It's been a while, so I don't remember for sure. But both of these were, I think this was $35 and these were around $30 each. And then I also got these headphones when I was trying to look for a cheaper pair of the Koss brand. Koss is the authentic brand that made this style of headphones. And these are just one of the knockoffs that I found on AliExpress. Because I couldn't find any like matching colors from Koss. They didn't have any kind of purple or anything that would match my theme. So I managed to find green, and these purple ear pads are actually really high quality that I put on here from Yaxi pads that I showed in my unboxing of the Koss collab with Mod Retro when I opened those headphones. I also got the extra pads, Yaxi pads. So I have the purple ones on here to go with the green. I don't think these headphones sounded the best when I tried them, but they also don't feel as physically as any different than the real ones. They just sound a little bit worse. So they also have a braided cord here, and so I might be trying those out with the music player. It depends, because they do sound kind of crappy, which defeats the purpose of having, a nice music player. But the last thing I got is this, which came like this when I ordered it on AliExpress. This is actually a real, like, knockoff version of this, of the HiBy player. This isn't just an exact knockoff, except it's a lot smaller and lighter. And I have not opened it yet, so I don't know how well of a knockoff it is. But if I do end up selling this, at least I'll have the knockoff version, which I've always been fine with knockoffs, because that's all I could ever afford before. So if I have to sell this one, then like I said, I think I paid $30 for this one. And you can get it, I've seen it from $30 to $60 on AliExpress or Temu. I was surprised to find a knockoff, honestly, because I didn't think they would have an exact, like, purple and green, replica of that one. But I was excited to find that. So now I'm going to do an unboxing of everything, compare these two, and see what these look like. And I don't know if you'll be able to hear me once I sit down, but if you can't, at least you know what everything is. And I apologize for the crappy audio quality. I'm going to try to get, like, a USB-C powered mic, lavalier mic, pretty soon, because I did have a lavalier mic before, but my phone does not have a headphone jack. So I will do my best to get a mic pretty soon. And until then, thanks for hanging in there with me, and let's see what we have. I'm going to start with, how about we start from the bottom and go up, because I don't want to start with really, really good stuff and end up with really crappy stuff. So I'm going to start with this. I know what the original silver and orange one looked like that I had, so I can at least compare the quality and stuff to this. This is how it arrived, in a bag, in a plastic bag as usual. It has a pair of earbuds, I think, and the charging plug. I think that's what's in here. I think it has an SD card in here too. We have a USB to USB-C adapter for some reason. And we have the generic power brick. It is literally all Chinese, so I can't read any of that. Regular USB power brick. Here we have a USB micro SD reader. And 32 gig SDK Pro memory card. I don't know if I'm going to use that or not. I've got my own SD cards I'd probably feel safer using. Interesting. They actually bothered to include themed headphones. These are purple and green earbuds. They look like they're metallic. I don't see a controller thing on the... Wait, is that one? Let me see here. I mean, these are probably the bare minimum, like cheapest, as we could call them, dirty buds, I guess. If you know, you know. So yeah, these are the dirty buds I got with this set. And I don't see, oh, what's this? Oh, that's just a splitter. So there's no controller, there's just a splitter, and yeah. Pretty, I mean, they're not super lightweight, so at least there's that, but it does say left and right, so maybe they are stereo. We'll have to see. Try out those dirty buds pretty soon and see if they're better or worse than the knockoff cost headphones that I got. And we have, I'm just gonna put all of these little things in here. Cats, stay on the floor, please. Don't be fighting. Okay. Let's see what we have here. So this is the knockoff music player that is supposed to be a replica of the HiBy R4 Evangelion edition. So we're gonna see how close these two things are when we open it here. Okay, here's a USB to USB-C power cord, I assume. It's Mecchen, I think, M-E-C-H-E-N brand. It's all Chinese. I assume there's English in here somewhere. I'll have to look. I don't see it right off the bat, so maybe not. We'll see. I'll have to look at that later. We've got a little quality control thing there. Okay, this is like adorably tiny compared to the original. I think it's metal, at least on the edge. The edge is metal. I like how shiny and purple it is. This is interesting because this is way more theming than what they had on the orange and silver one that I got. So I'm not sure if this official one has this much like Evangelion theming on it. Because that's pretty cool. I do like that. And it's got a nice peel. A nice soft peel. I like the speaker grill, even though I'm not sure if that actually goes through to anything. Apparently it has a camera on it. I'm not sure if that's necessary. I'm not planning on using a camera. We have track up and down. I assume that's maybe I don't know what that is, but it looks like the power button up here, micro SD card, and USB-C and headphone jack. So it's probably the charge port. And we have the screen, which has a little bit of scuffing on it already, but I think that can be wiped off. It's got like a light sensor bar here, which I think the original does have also. And I like the back of it because this makes it look really a lot more cyberpunk than my original that I had. So I doubt it's gonna turn on. Yeah, it's dead. I'm gonna have to charge that and see what it looks like. I would tell you what it has on it. I'm not for sure, since the booklet is I think all Chinese. I'm not really seeing any English anywhere. I see DC 5 volt, 500 mAh, 600 mAh, 1 amp. Let's see. Everything's Chinese. So I'm not for sure what all this does, but I can, if I will look it up and see if it's still available on AliExpress or Temu, and I will link it below. Oh, they had an orange and silver version too, apparently. I think this might be what the screen looks like, with all the different icons on it. If that's the case, that is awesome. I like that. Look at the clock in the corner. I'll do a short video once I get it charged and working, so you guys can see what it looks like, and I'll try to compare it to the original one if I have long enough time to do so in a short video. I usually try to keep them at a minute when I do shorts, but I will let you know how that looks, because if that's what it looks like, that looks pretty awesome, and I will be more than happy to use this instead of the original. Like, I'm not picky, as long as it sounds decent. Like, if it's not worse than my phone, and I can just, if it has Bluetooth and I can just hook it up to, you know, music and on here, I would be fine with that. It would be even more awesome if I can watch videos on it, because that's what I used to do when I was a teenager. I had a Sony Walkman MP3 player, and the screen on that thing was, no kidding, like an inch by an inch and a half or something. And I would watch music videos on that thing all the time, whenever I wasn't like in a classroom in school. If I was on the bus or if I was in the car, I would just watch music videos on it and listen to music, and I loved that thing. So I was hoping I could find something like this that you could do that on. Just watch, you know, 480p video or whatever would be fine for me. And it's kind of a nostalgic thing, so that would be neat. And it's, you know, obviously my favorite color. That is pretty cool. I'm happy. As long as that works, I am more than happy with it. And $35 is at most what I paid for it, and that's more than worth it if that's what I get. I mean, they give you everything here. Like, it's funny how the cheaper you get something, like the more of a knockoff it is, and the more cheap it is, the more accessories they give you. Almost like, you know, that stuff doesn't cost very much, and there's no reason for the giant corporations that charge you $400 for something like that, you know, to add it with what you're paying. I agree that we shouldn't be putting more chargers and landfill stuff in, you know, that people don't need, but at the same time, like, it's nice to have a charging brick that goes with the power consumption of what you're buying, and it's nice to have like earbuds or whatever with it, so that if you don't happen to have some already, then you can just, you know, use those instead. So it looks like it probably is worth what I paid, as long as it loads music and I can listen to it and, you know, have Bluetooth on it and stuff. That's going to be more than worth it to me. And I will try to link the same one that I bought down below so you guys can check it out. I will be trying regular headphones and Bluetooth on that, because I use both, but I usually try to use Bluetooth, because if I don't, I will end up yanking it right off of whatever I have it sitting on all the time. So, yep, okay, still recording. Let's move on to the original. I might do a separate second part 2 video for the headphones and stuff, because I don't know how long this is going to be, and I don't want to make it too long so that the phone stops recording. And I'm trying not to cut the box. I don't want to cut the box. I like collecting that kind of stuff, but yeah, let's get into it. I have had this thing for probably a year, if pretty close to a year, and waiting to unbox it for you guys. That's how dedicated I've been to doing it on video, is that I've waited this long and had this much stuff saved up to do this unboxing with, and I'm really excited to see. I hope it comes with a strap. The one that I got before was open box condition from eBay, so it's got a scratch in it, so it didn't come with like the stuff you got with it originally, but I got it for the same price that the pre-orders got it for, because I got it from somebody who, you know, on eBay they advertise like you can pre-order something, and the reason I did that is because it was from a US seller, and the originals come from I think Germany. It's like some other country overseas. That's not. I don't think it's China, but I didn't want to take the chance because they were saying that there would be extra custom charges and stuff. So I just ordered it on eBay through a U.S. seller. This I wait, did I think I ordered this from the original website if I remember correctly. So that's why I'm hoping it comes with the strap that you get when you pre-order it. Because it didn't come, my original one, my first one didn't come with that. So the box is sick though, dude. That is a box that I am going to keep and use for I don't know what, but I am definitely using this box for something. Like this is probably the best box I've ever seen for any kind of electronic device that I've gotten. But I'm biased because it's my favorite color, and it's cyberpunk. Okay, here we go. I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to slice anything, and I don't want to, like, devalue it at the same time, but I'm either going to use it or I'm going to resell it, so we shall see. If it's really, really, really a lot better than the knockoff one, then I'll probably keep it, but I'm pretty happy with the knockoff so far, so we'll see if this is worth keeping for this 300 and whatever it was, 320 or 350 or whatever I paid for it a year ago. It's probably not worth nearly as much now. Hold on, I'm trying to get it's pretty tight. Trying to get the lid off here. There we go. Oh, bro, this is so cool. This is so cool. Wait a minute. It smells brand new. That is awesome. Awesome postcard. I'm definitely going to frame that and hang it up with all of my cyberpunk stuff. And, oh, dear, oh, that is sick. Oh, that is way, way cooler than I thought it would be. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is, you can just see how high quality that is. That's like glass right there, and this whole thing is metal, and it's super heavy. And it's got the same part right here that my other one had, but it's purple and green. And I like the orange around the screw. That's awesome. Alright, come on. Dude, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to hold on to it as long as I possibly can. Let's put it that way. Because I try not to sell stuff that I really like unless I absolutely have to. Which is why I regret selling some things like my Surface Pro that I had years ago. I really regret selling that, and I regret selling my PS4 VR set. But I'm going to try and hold on to this because I hate having to sell stuff that I really like. And I'm doing okay right now, okay-ish, as long as I can keep, you know, making enough money to pay for my basic expenses and whatever. And then whatever I've left, I spend on my hobby or my collection that I happen to be on at the time. So as long as I'm into cyberpunk and purple and music, I think I'm going to hold on to this. Alright, let's do the peel. Much smoother peel than the knockoff had. This is so much heavier. This is so much heavier. You can't even see the light sensor on this one. I know there is one. Oh, I can see it, barely. It's like up here above the screen. The screen is down here. The bezels are a lot smaller on this too. The screen on here is literally like way down here and way over here. I'd say the bezel is like a centimeter, maybe a little less on each side, and it's way the fuck down here. Like, this is all bezel right here. I'm not sure if there's something that shows up there or if it's just a really bad bezel, but I do like the back of this one. Like, this is probably, even if I keep this one, I'll probably use this one on occasion or just have it displayed because it's so sick looking. Like, I mean, you know, if I ever do have to sell this one, let's just say I won't be horribly devastated as long as I can use this one without problems. So let's keep fingers crossed for that. But for now, we have Evangelion theming right here. We have the logo right here, the Nerve logo, the EVA1, which is the call sign for the purple and green, for the purple and green robot guy that is on this whole theming. I'm not for sure who the anime character is that controls or rides that robot, but I have gotten into Evangelion a little more, especially since I'm collecting figures now, and the first real figure, the first authentic figure, scale figure that I got was on eBay, but it was of oh fuck, I'm drawing a blank now. The long red-haired girl, the red hair girl that is in Evangelion. Is it Yuna or something similar to that? She's wearing, it's one of the Radio Eva figures. It's not the one I really wanted, but it is one that I did really like, and I got it for like $65, which was insanely cheap for how much it usually costs. But that was the first real figure I got, was the Evangelion character. My favorite one though is Rei, which is the short blue-haired girl. I like her better. But I only have knockoffs of her, so I don't really have a good one of her yet. But anyway, I will be unboxing those pretty soon too. We have 2 headphone jacks, by the way. One is the regular 3.5, and one is the larger aux jack that you can use. So you have 2 different headphones you can use there. And we have USB-C charging. We have a hold switch. I don't know if this comes with the strap. You're supposed to put the strap through here. So we'll see if that's the case. And oh, it comes with a case. Oh no, oh yes it does. Nice. Why is it orange though? That's weird. I thought it was gonna be like matching with the color theme. So red and orange is the color scheme of the figure that I have. The girl that I have the figure of. Her coloring is red and orange for her robot and whatever, so this is probably referring to that. I'm not sure why they didn't just make it purple and green though, because I could have swore I saw a picture of the kit that you got for pre-order. It came with a strap that was matching, but maybe they ran out. I don't know. Anyway, here's the manuals and etc. in here. I don't really want to open it because I've already seen those for the other player. And this must be the charger. I guess it doesn't come with a charging brick because you can just plug it into your, the power brick that charging brick that I have, that I bought separately, or you can just plug it into your computer, for that, because it controls the voltage by itself. But it's USB-C to USB-C. Very nicely, it's got HiBy branding on it, very nicely wrapped. I might just keep this in here just because I already have like several fast charging cords that I don't need to open another one up like that. I'll just keep it in the box for collector's sake. And I like this little touch too. It's a cute little power cord box. Electric supply. It's kind of a nice touch. And it comes with the little strap that's red and orange. I'm not sure if I want to open that either, only because it doesn't match, so I probably won't use it. It's got a clear silicone rubber case. I don't know if I'd use this either. Maybe if I took it out in public and I was afraid I might drop it. But when I like listen to music in public, I typically keep it in my purse or my pocket and just have earbuds in. But we'll see if I do decide to use this. I don't like the way it makes it look, but I do want to keep it safe, so I might just use that if I have to. So it keeps all the ports like relatively, except for these, keeps everything on here relatively sealed, so if it's like raining it won't get in the ports as long as you have it like in your pocket. So let's see if we can, hold on, I'm going to take this back off. If I can. I don't want to accidentally push anything. There we go. Let's see if we can get this on. Oh, nice. That's been in there for like a year, dude. What the heck? Still has battery. Screen, I might have to get a screen protector for this because it makes me nervous. I don't want to scratch it. Got the little light on the top. Ooh, nice. Got some pretty nice branding. Okay, so even the, I wonder if you can change the color scheme on there, because even the color scheme on here is red and orange. See, yeah, well, that's pretty nice. I mean, it's like red and orange color scheme. So I'll have to mess with it. Oh, it's at 17% battery. I'm going to have to mess with it and see if I can get the color scheme changed. But like I said, I will come back with a short and compare the two once I get them both set up so you guys can see what it looks like. Or I might just do a regular video if I want to compare them a little deeper. I will be updating on this, so keep your eyes out for that if you're interested. And I will let you guys know how that goes. Let's keep it off because it's dying already. Let's pack that back in there. And this goes in here. I think, let's see. I'm thinking I'm going to do a part 2 for the other boxes because I don't want to take forever for you guys on one video. So if you're interested in the headphones and the power bank that matches all this Evangelion themed stuff, I will be doing a part 2 for that. So join me on there if you'd like to see that. I'm sure there are other YouTubers that have done these already. At least this, I've seen 1 or 2 people post videos about this player. It's been a while since it's been out, so maybe, you know, there's a few other ones on YouTube. But anyway, if you would like to see, I'm going to be opening these headphones and power bank, so come on back for that, and thanks for watching. I hope y'all are having a good summer, and see you in the next video. Peace out.